how distractions are affecting my Japanese immersion, and I actually think that this video is going to give you a lot of value because if you can know how much you are getting distracted during your Japanese immersion, German immersion, English immersion, you're just going to be that much more efficient without having to spend a lot of hours on the language. So, the first thing that happens is actually this. I'm watching my immersion, and during the first 2 hours of my immersion, I just don't get distracted. Like anything can distract me. I'm not going to watch WhatsApp. I'm not going to watch YouTube. I'm not going to actually watch anything during my first 2 hours. Now, after my 2 hours, I actually do get distracted and I start going on to YouTube. And I usually spend around 20 to 30 minutes on YouTube. So, yeah, that's 30 minutes lost there on YouTube. So, after that, I do a 1 hour more of immersion, and usually I'm not wanting to watch YouTube again, so I will go onto WhatsApp and it lose around 3 to 5 minutes. Usually it's something around that time, 2 to 3 to 5 minutes. So yeah, I have lost, let's say, 30 minutes, 35 minutes on that like on that immersion. Like in 3 hours of immersion, I have lost 35 minutes. So yeah, the third thing that happens is that I get distracted even during immersion. And when I watch YouTube and I watch WhatsApp, there's a lot of thoughts coming into my mind, and so I just can't concentrate when I'm watching um, immersion. So yeah, of course that's gonna happen. Now I just don't get that much distracted during my first 2 hours because um, I did just not watch anything. Like I'm not watching YouTube, I'm not watching WhatsApp, so of course I'm just not going to get distracted. But when you actually do watch WhatsApp, you're actually thinking about that video, you're actually thinking about that message that you got. Uh, Sometimes I actually do spend more than 3 minutes because I'm talking with someone. I am actually maybe um thinking about a conversation. So like I'm just going to get distracted that much more. And so I get distracted around 50 times now. If you think about it, in an episode of anime, that's like you're getting distracted like every 1 minute and a half. Every like 2 minutes, you're getting distracted, let's say. 2 to 1 minute, you're getting distracted on the anime. So that's a fucking lot. And usually a distraction of that time, a distraction like that can be around, I don't know, 20 seconds or 10 seconds in which you're just not paying attention to the immersion that you're doing. So like if you're not paying attention, of course your immersion after uh, that amount of instructions is going to be not efficient. So yeah, that's something that happens when I actually do an immersion. Now, something that I have realized actually making this Canva presentation is that I just don't realize how much immersion I do need to put in order to achieve my goal of learning Japanese. Now, I do want to learn Japanese, and I know, like, on like if I choose to Anki and I do immersion, I'm just going to learn Japanese. I know that. Now, the thing that I want to achieve is that I need to learn Japanese by uh, like finishing the next year. I need to have learned Japanese. Like that is just something that I want to do because I want to learn Japanese in 2 years. That's it. That is just a goal that I have, and that's it. Now, I just don't realize how much immersion I do need to put in, and I actually happen to watch this YouTube video of, I don't know, someone random there, and he was talking that he did for 2 years around 4 to 3 hours of immersion every day. And with that, he didn't even get to probably N2 level of Japanese. Like, he didn't even get to a pretty decent level with doing 3 to 4 hours a day. So, like, with 30 minutes of Anki, I forgot to mention that. So, like, actually, you are just not going to get that much result if you don't spend a lot of time doing the thing. So I realized that I need to spend probably around, I don't know, 6 hours to 5 hours, like efficient on Japanese if I actually do want to achieve it in 2 years. Especially because I'm actually applying 1 hour of Anki, which is like at least 40 words a day that I'm learning, and he was learning like 20 words a day. So, like, yeah, I do think that I'm going to achieve Japanese faster than him. It's just that, well, he was just not applying the things that he needed to, but I actually, that gave me a that actually, that video actually gave me a realization because I just need to put much more immersion, at least like the double of that he does, the double of Anki that he does, and the double of immersion that he does. So at least I do actually need to do that. So how am actually to, because yeah, we know what things are distracting us, which actually I actually forgot to mention. You need to actually know what things are distracting you if you're actually going to do this. Like if you want to get less distracted, you need to know what things distract you and when they distract you. And yeah, uh, we know now that I'm just stupid enough to realize, to not realize how much immersion I do need to put in. Now, how I'm planning to go about this. We need to replace things with our habits that are more healthy. Like we need to replace YouTube, WhatsApp with habits that are more healthy, and not just avoid it. Like we don't want to avoid that habit. We don't want to actually ignore that habit because that doesn't work. Like if you're actually always trying to ignore the thing and resisting the temptation of going onto a thing, that is just something that is not going to work. Like it's just not going to work, and and actually it's been scientifically proven that it doesn't work. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is just 20 minutes of meditation every 2 hours of immersion with a cap of 40 minutes. So after 4 hours that I do an immersion, I should have done actually 20 minutes, I mean 40 minutes of meditation. I actually always forget how meditation has helped me, and it is that I just am more present. I have the capability of paying attention to more things. So, like, 40 minutes of meditation are just something that it should that just I just have to do because I will just pay that much more attention to things. I can pay actually more attention to the persons I'm talking with. I can pay more attention to my immersion. I can pay more attention to actually everything. So like, you don't have to do immersion. You don't have to actually meditation, but I actually do recommend it because it just has helped me a fucking lot. So the second thing that I actually will be doing is if I actually do want to watch YouTube, I can like for 1 hour at least with YouTube. It's actually useful. Like for example, I'm watching videos about business, which is a thing that I want. I'm watching videos about I don't know other YouTubers that are on my same topic, so like on my same topic, like they're talking about language learning. So that's actually pretty good, honestly. They're talking about language learning. Some YouTubers are talking about dating, and I'm actually pretty good with watching that. Like, yeah, I'm just not going to be that much strict about that thing. The same with WhatsApp. Like, if I actually do want to watch WhatsApp because I'm thinking that I have an important message to read, I'm going to watch WhatsApp. Now, the things that I actually do not recommend to do with this is that um don't watch YouTube first thing on the morning. When you wake up, don't watch YouTube. When you wake up, don't watch WhatsApp. When you wake up, like, well, these are actually the things that distract me, but for you, it can be TikTok, it can be, I don't know, Instagram, it can be Twitter, like, it can be everything. It can be Reddit, video games, like, but for me at least, WhatsApp and YouTube are the things that distract me a lot. So yeah, like, it can be the same thing for you, or it can be different things, but but just realize that I mean, do the thing that you want to do first thing on the morning, and then when you're tired or things like that, um, just go to YouTube and watch WhatsApp and watch. No, I mean, just go and watch WhatsApp when you're tired and when you just can't work anymore because you are just tired. And the same with WhatsApp, like respond, like answer uh, the messages that you have been sent when you are tired, not when you have the most energy, because you're just going to get thoughts that you don't need when you're actually working. So just imagine that if I have uh, just imagine if I have actually watched WhatsApp before making this video. Like, I'm kind of distracted right now, but imagine how much more distracted I will be because I will be thinking about, like, I don't know, a message that I have on there, or if I watch YouTube I mean, before making this video, I will be just so much more distracted because there will be just more thoughts on my brain. I don't know. So, and there's a last thing that I want to talk about, which is 20 push-ups and 20 sit-ups every like 1 to 2 hours. Now, this is kind of out of topic, but I think that it is very important. And if you're applying immersion, you're a person which you're seated, like you're actually seated for a long period of time. Like you maybe are seated for like, I don't know, 4 hours to 5 hours to maybe 3 hours. So this actually that happens when you're seated, and it is that your body doesn't reproduce a mitochondria properly. Mitochondria is just energy that you actually do need to like energy that you need to actually move your muscles and things. So if your body is not reproducing mitochondria properly, you are just not going to be that much like you're just not going to be that much motivated to do things because you actually can't move properly even to actually mm, I mean I don't know about this, but I think that actually your brain as well do need mitochondria. I mean, your body needs mitochondria for it to function well, and if your body is actually functioning well, then you're going to be more happy, and if you are more happy, you are more efficient, and you can do your immersion more efficiently. So and there has been studies talking about that you need to walk that you need to actually do walks for around, I don't know, 7,000 steps every day for actually your body to produce mitochondria properly. But that's actually, I mean, that's true, but it's not necessary to actually do that if you're someone like me who actually is doing immersion every day for a lot of time. So there's has been proven that actually doing just muscle contractions on like all of your body can help with the reproduction of mitochondria. So what I will be doing is just 20 push-ups and 20 sit-ups, and like every 1 hour or 2 hours, and that's it actually. So yeah, that's what I will be doing. And if you actually found this video help, then I'm grateful about it. And actually check my Instagram in the description because I will be giving a free PDF on how to learn languages and how to get discipline to the first 10 persons that write me or DM me on Instagram. And yeah, that's kind of it. Thank you a lot.